morning zen. The place is wound up. I'm in progress of cleaning and caring. Marisol's on her way, and Grandpa is dropping leaves, and we're taking care of the Don Williams Rightum Hi-Ho Silver John Deere mower today. The starter and solenoid went out, we think, so we're replacing both, huh, Grandpa? Thank you. Thank you, Grandpa. Thank you, America. Thank you, Mother Earth. I breathe in, he breathes out. He breathes out, I breathe in. It's a two-way street, always here. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're losing the leaves, you know. We had a rain the other day, but, you know, it was golden. And I am blessed that I can see. You know, nearsighted, been wearing them since I was little. Glasses, that is. Hey, 4 eyes, all that stuff, you know. And, but anyways, I went to the VA yesterday, and what a beautiful drive. You know, in the desert, it's 2 days of autumn, then it's cold. And then it's 2 days of spring, that's hot. But then, you know, there's those 4 months or more that are just absolutely gorgeous. But it's getting kind of hot all the time out there anyways. My poor brother, you know, and all my family that's out there, the ones that are out west, they're doing the deal. They say, oh man, it's hot, it's crowded. Of course, you know, don't go anywhere because you can't get anywhere because all the freeways are packed, and on and on and on. So that's why I love living here. It's kind of like living in Cherry Valley, and God bless Mr. Haskill. They had Haskills Cattle Ranch out there. It was between Beaumont and Redlands. It was huge, and he passed away peacefully in his sleep. And you know, what a wonderful man he was. We'd go out there, and he was rolling oats, and I go visit with him, keep him company while he was having coffee in the afternoon and rolling oats. Those guys, them cowboys, they drank coffee, hot coffee all day long. You know, I love it. Yeah, same way. And then some drank all day long, but not them. But on the ranch I worked on, Nelson's and stuff, there were some drinkers. But anyways, Mr. Haskell was telling me that he was out there, he was rolling oats, you know, and it was huge. We buy fields, Wally and I on the ranch, we go out there and buy a whole field of alfalfa, you know, for the, and oh my God, there was a silo from here, you know, the back of the barn to the end of the property, and it was huge. I fell off at one time, and there was the water pipe coming out. I landed on my back, and it was sticking up right next to me. I was like, that was lucky, you know. But anyways, Mr. Haskell passed away, and we were out there. I was visiting with him. Billy was off doing something, and Brant was working with the, you know, bucking the hay and doing all this other stuff. And I'd rode my horse out there, and it was a long little ride, just quite a little ride out there to him. And Mona was in the stall, and I was helping him roll oats, right? And he's getting the bags, and they're coming out in the rolling machine. And he told me, he said one time the steam thing, the safety valve went psh, started going off, and he's standing there looking at it. And about that time, a sonic boom hit, you know, because they were out in the middle of nowhere from near March Air Force Base or Norton, but a jet was hauling ass through the canyon. Boom, lit that. He said he jumped a mile. I still remember that story bad. He started smiling. I said, Herbie, I thought I lost my britches, you know. And but what a guy. He's 90 something. And here a while back on his birthday, he was smoking a cigar, or as we call it on the ranch, a cigar. And everybody said, oh, he's smoking a cigar. I go, man, he's 90 something, you know. I wasn't visiting, it was online, you know. I hadn't seen Billy in years. I'm glad we finally caught up. Wonderful man, great friend. And anyways, and Jamie and Stevie and all of them. There's Louie and Kelsey, their grandpas. One time my brother came back, and there was somebody, they said he was with Louie or Kelsey, I forget. And these old trucks, man, they're classics now. But he came up and there's somebody with a small bazooka shooting at the mounds near the railroad tracks. So they had just a little gun in front. So it was out in the middle of nowhere. And that was what my brother told me. So, you know, he went out there and told me you can't shoot bazookas in the canyon. Rules, you know. But anyways, yeah, he passed away and he lived a darn good life and raised many beautiful people, you know. And Haskills Cattle Ranch, it was quite, they had a 3-legged cat. Rumor had it he got hit by a train or something happened to him, and the cat would be walking along and have an itch, and he'd use that phantom leg to scratch it, get up where all the trucks come in and out, you know, to pick up the cattle, and he'd itch and go on. And they had a beautiful cat, and they had I think it was Penny was their little Springer Spaniels named Billy, and we'd walk by, act like we have a shotgun. And dog would freak out, start looking, you know. We'd always do that. And Bob's, yeah, quit teasing the dog. Sorry, Dad. You know, we were all like doing that. And then somebody, asshole, we were out there at Fisherman's Retreat, Billy and I were up in this hayloft, you know, spending the night out there at it was down from the ranch, you know. We had our sleeping bag. We went up there, kind of hid out, you know. Nothing funny going on. He liked chicks, I like chicks, but we was in the hayloft with Billy, and we heard a bunch of commotion out there, and it was his grandpa. Somebody had fucking shot, sorry about the French, shot his cattle with arrows. There was arrows sticking out of the cows, man. And he looks around and he looks at Billy and he said, I didn't do it. I was like, hey, you know, I don't know how to shoot a bow and arrow. You know, it just like, you know, people do some of the most stupid shit. You know, who would do that? Some frickin' monster? Diddy. It's morning zen. Sorry I went down memory lane on that one. But yeah, man, I God forbid the people that, if that man ever caught him, I wish they woulda. But anyways, you just don't do that to those beautiful creatures. He had some beautiful animals, you know, all over the ranch out there. You know, it was beautiful riding out there. Mom and I, we were driving out there in the Studebaker one time to visit. We go out there and visit and have dinner, and they're just wonderful people. And Bob was such a nice guy, and Kelsey and Louie and everybody, they were all just great people. And, you know, a deer jumped, and we were in the studio. Mom was driving, it was night, and she just, you could barely hear the click. We got its, she was going slow, you know, she had slowed down, but it had jumped, and it just, we missed it, of course, and it was fine, but you heard the back hoof, you know, its toes, we caught it with the Studebaker, and we were, oh my God, thank God we didn't hit it, you know, and, but really, really nice, wonderful people. And so say a prayer for the Haskills and Bob and Billy, and just a wonderful family. And, you know, now there's like 60, 80,000 homes or something through there. Like, you know, just, it broke Billy's heart and everybody's. I don't know why or what. I'm not into that, but, you know, it was sold, and man, it was so beautiful. Rolling hills and cattle all over, and, you know, out there in the canyon, and snakes and birds and vultures and egrets and on and on and on. Just absolutely beautiful. It's snow and there, you know, because we lived around Southern California. It snows, you know. We're about 3,000 feet. They were lower though, but every time it would snow in Redlands and on up to the mountains, it was just, you know, picture perfect. And we'd ride the bus all the way out there in school, you know, and it was neat, and pick everybody up all through the canyon and stuff like that. It'd take it about an hour to get to school, uphill both ways in the snow, you know. But yeah, God bless Mr. Haskell. He's, you know, living around those wonderful people is why I love animals. It's just, you know, they inspired me. But yeah, he's a good man. Anyways, you know, today we have a lot to do. We're fixing the mower. Don Williams donated that, and just wonderful lady, you know. We've had it for a long time, and anyways, so today, you know, I thought it was the battery, and, you know, because I put the battery charger on there at work and then everything. So today We have to place the solenoid and the starter. I figured we'll get it because it does this. And and then I put the charger on it. That's a new battery. I put the charger on. The battery's fine. And it does that. So same thing. So it's either one or the other. I got the battery and I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Oh, look at little. Oh, he's out here while Marisol comes in and cleans up. I put him out early. They've been running and everything. And that's little McGee. Here's McGee. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah. Oh, yes, I love you. Here's McGee. Yes, kisses. Oh, he's such a spoiled baby. He would show his teeth when he first came in. And then she was standoffish. But now, you're a good boy. He just comes. He's a lover. He cuddled with the lady. He got along well with the Great Dane, but they were traveling and retired and had health issues. So McGee came because the Great Dane was their original dog, and then they rescued him. He was dumped off out in the street, and they saw the people dump him off, and they saw McGee chasing the car back. And so they kept him, and he cuddled with that lady every night. So, and he got along with the Great Dane, so he gets along well with others. He had opened up the gate there. See how he's kind of working it? We didn't put a latch. We didn't think he did that. And of course, Roxie's out running, and so's McGee. Next thing you know, they're running and playing together. So anyways, I'm off to help the animals. Please donate today. We could really use it. It was a lot of money for the starter and the solenoid and everything else. And you know, thank you, Wanda, for your wonderful donation for Niceda's heartworm. See, he's working it. He got out once, so he thinks that he can do it every time. But anyways, once we get the mower done today, I'm going to start picking up some of the leaves. They're so beautiful here. Oh, timber. Everybody's had cookies. I've dumped all the water. I've scooped the kennels, took care of the cats, you know, and done what we can do for right now. And Roxy's in the barn. She's having a little nibble. She was out running, but I always like to keep her up when I'm going in and out of the kennels, because if she helps me, then it's, you know, a crescendo of barking and joy. And Noah's loving his cage. In the Pruitt Palace. But what else is going on? We've got all that done. The perimeter fence is back to being okay. They can't get in or out now when we shut the gate. And then we've trimmed the grapevines back because it broke the one. They were so heavy. And so where that where that birdhouse is on the tall pole, back is going to be the jasmine you smell, and then from there this way is all grapevine and stuff. And then this year we're going to have a really beautiful garden, because you know 2020 and 2021 was you know, finishing up the battle with cancer, and then I got COVID, but I hadn't had a garden like I wanted. This last year it was pretty good. It was pretty good, but it was kind of like a precursor for next year's, you know. So we always try to be prepared. We moved the burn pile over. You know, hopefully we can get some. The water used to go out there, but there's something busted when it froze in the well house before we put the Madrid well house in. And then, you know, I got to get a fitting so when we do the latch, it doesn't flood inside. It'll actually go where it's supposed to. But that's what we did. I shut the one part off, and so we could, you know, and then we're going to trench it and get it on out there. And I'll have, instead of running the hoses all over, we can put it over there and then run it that way, maybe put it over there. It used to be on that house and the house in the back when I first moved here. And then that's the Ken Smith, the guy bought it. So that was his niece, and they moved in. And so, you know, they told me that their house was on the well, etc., etc. And they finally got their own, and they did all that stuff before they started harassing me, on and on and on. But anyways, that's what's going on, man. It's a beautiful day. I'm rambling. I'm off to help the animals. I've had a lot of coffee. Love for all. Please donate today. www.cvaag.org. We've got all the utilities and everything caught up. It's going to start getting cold, so they're going to be shooting through the roof. I think we have a little credit now with Duke, and but that's what we need. We could use cedar chips, straw hay, and some more of those dog loose, and some more blankets and towels and dog and cat food. And Dr. Shropshire, she brought up a bunch of cleaning stuff, which was great. We could use that, bleach and laundry soap, because now that's going to be hitting pretty good. And it's the book's coming along, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, I got to get everybody some fresh water. Marsal's coming in, and we're going to take care of business today. Huh, Pizza? What up, boy? Did you like your cookies? Oh, Chubbies. Huh? And you, bird killer, Timber. Give me that news. Give me that news. Give me that news. Give me. Anyways, I'm off to help the animals. www.cvaag.org is where you can donate today. Please, folks, say a prayer for the Haskills. Those wonderful people. And Bob was one of the nicest guys on the planet. He's a real cowboy. Anyways, I'm off to help the animals. Love for all. Woo woo!